Hi, Seth David here with another answer for you from QuickBooks Answers.info. This time our question comes from Charles Lewis, who writes, what are the keystrokes to mark an inventory item, either inventory part or assembly item, inactive? My new company has over 10,000 lines of inventory, but only about 500 are active. Goes back several years. Thanks. Great question, Charles. Let's take a look at a sample company file, QuickBooks Enterprise Solutions, Accountant Edition, version 14. Nothing you're going to see here that you can't also do in any other version of QuickBooks. So here's the item list. And the question again is, if you have a whole bunch of items, we need a fast way to make these items inactive. So Charles is asking about keyboard shortcuts. Of course, once I come in here, and let's say I'm at the top of a group of items I want to be able to quickly make inactive, then what you'll want to do is you'll want to hit your, if you're using a PC, and this is the PC edition of QuickBooks, and I know that Charles is using a PC, then you can hit your Windows shortcut menu icon, and I'll show you what that looks like on your keyboard. It's this guy right here. Hold on, I'm going to just double check that I've got you focused in on the right spot there. There it is. If you hit that key on your keyboard, I'll show you the menu item that it's going to bring up. And let's make sure we've got QuickBooks active. When I click that, here's the menu item that pops up. Then make item inactive is the letter M. So very quickly, if I hit that key and then the letter M, it'll make it inactive. Then it brings up the question, are you sure? And the default is no. So using my arrow keys on my keyboard, I can hit the left arrow. And it's very subtle, but you can tell that the yes option is now highlighted. And then I can hit the space bar or hit the Y. And that will make the item inactive. That's one way. The other way, and I'm going to say no on this, is to come over here to add, edit multiple list entries. And in this dialog, I can only look one at a time at inventory parts and then inventory assemblies. But this is probably a much faster way to do this. So I can customize my columns, right? And then down here, I think it's near the bottom. They may already have it in here. Here it is, inactive. So let's add that. Might as well move it up right to the beginning. Click OK, you get the idea. And then over here, and it's letting me know it's a member of an assembly item. Am I sure? I can say yes. And I can click down the list here. And anything that's part of an assembly item, so you know what? That gives me a clue about something. Instead of doing the inventory parts first, do the assemblies first. So click no. Customize the columns. Inactive. Add it. Move it up. All the way to the beginning. Check them. So you can run down the list and check off whichever ones you want to make inactive. And I'm pretty sure you can use your keyboard here. So if I've got the first one selected, I can let go of the mouse, spacebar, down arrow, spacebar, down arrow. Boom. So that's a very quick way to make these inactive. So first make your assemblies inactive, then go back and do your inventory parts. That way you won't get that warning every time you try to make inactive an inventory part that's part of an assembly. So that, my friends, is two options for how to do it, whichever one you think is going to work faster for you. I think the second one, in most cases, should be the faster way to get it done. That is my answer to your questions. If you have a question, come over here to QuickBooksAnswers.info. Just click over here where it says Ask Me Anything, just don't ax me, and scroll down to the bottom here and post it as a comment on this blog post. And then in due time, I will get you an answer. Sometimes it'll be a video response. Sometimes I'll just write you an email. Sometimes I'll actually publish the response right back to the website somewhere in a special page. And then I'll email you with a link to where you can go and look at the answer to your question. As always, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I do look forward to seeing you on the web.